All right, so it's officially, well, it's that time again. The holidays are here, and we are diving deep into, well, this guide from Nutrunity UK. It promises to help us actually enjoy the holidays instead of just surviving them. Their big idea. Stress-free holidays.
Hmm. I have to admit, when I first saw that title, Stress-Free Holidays, I was pretty skeptical. I mean,
Yeah.
is that even possible?
Yeah, right. It sounds a little too good to be true. But
Okay.
flipping through this guide, I mean, they actually have some pretty interesting strategies in here. They talk about, rethinking gift giving so it doesn't feel like,
Yeah.
some kind of competitive sport. They even give you permission to say no to some of those, you
Yeah.
know, endless holiday invitations.
Yeah, and they go beyond just,
Yeah.
the surface level stuff. They actually dive into the why behind these strategies. For example, they highlight the importance of self-care, not just as a nice to have, but as a crucial part of,
No.
actually enjoying the holidays.
Okay. Okay. I'm intrigued. Let's unpack this a little bit, starting with, you know, the gift-giving dilemma. Every year I feel like I get more and more stressed trying to find, that perfect present for everyone. What's Nutrunity UK's take on this?
Well, they suggest something that
Mm.
that initially might seem a little impersonal, but hear me out. They're big fans of gift certificates.
We have certificates. Really? I always thought those were, kind of a cop-out.
I know. They get a bad rap, I agree.
Yeah.
But the guide, it actually makes a really compelling case for them. There's some interesting psychology at play here. Studies have shown that,
Yeah.
experiences,
Yeah.
like going to a concert or trying a new restaurant, they tend to bring people
Yeah.
more lasting happiness than,
Yeah.
the material possessions.
That makes sense. Yeah, I know. I've gotten way more excited about a weekend getaway than I don't know, another sweater or something.
Exactly. And a gift certificate, it allows the recipient to choose an experience they'll really value. It takes the pressure off of you to find, the perfect thing. And it gives them the gift of choice.
Okay, so instead of stressing over finding, that ideal gadget for my tech-obsessed brother,
Right.
I could just get him a gift certificate to,
Yeah,
that electronics store he loves.
precisely. And the guide even has some tips for making, gift certificates feel more personal. They suggest creating, like themed bundles.
Yeah.
So for your brother, you compare that gift certificate with, I don't know, like a cool new phone case or a subscription to a tech magazine.
Oh, I like that. It's practical, but still thoughtful. You listening, imagine how much easier your holiday shopping could be if you took this approach
Great.
with you. Gifts are just one piece of the...
Of the whole holiday puzzle. Let's talk about those social commitments. That just seemed to multiply every day. It's true. Yeah, the holidays often feel like, this nonstop marathon of parties and family gatherings and work events. It's no wonder people get burned out.
Yeah, I'm already feeling a little overwhelmed just thinking about it. But Nutrunity UK actually gives us permission to say no to some of those invitations.
Yeah, it's not about being, rude or antisocial. It's about setting, healthy boundaries to protect your time and energy. The guide emphasizes the importance of prioritizing the events that, truly matter to you. Being honest about
your budget and any time constraints, and politely declining the invitations that don't align with your values or priorities.
Yeah, it's easy to feel obligated to, accept every invitation,
Right.
especially when it comes to family. But they make a great point if an event is, just going to add to your stress level. You won't truly enjoy it. It's perfectly okay to decline.
Yeah. There's a lot of freedom in recognizing that you have the power to choose how you spend your holiday time. It's your holiday too, after all. So true. It's about creating a, holiday experience that feels good for you, not just going through the motions out of
out of obligation. Exactly. And that leads us to another area where the guide offers some really helpful insights, navigating all that, delicious holiday food without totally losing track of health goals.
This is where I need help. I have zero willpower when faced with a table full of, holiday treats. Tell me, does Nutrunity UK advocate for, complete and utter deprivation during the holidays? Because if so, I'm not sure I'm ready for this conversation.
Don't worry, they're not suggesting we all, turn into holiday Scrooges or anything. They actually take a much more, balanced approach, which they call it mindful indulgence.
Mindful indulgence. That sounds a lot more appealing than holiday deprivation. What does that actually look like in practice? It's about. It's about savoring those special treats, but also being aware of, how much and how often you're indulging. They have some.
Clever tips for preventing overindulgence, like starting with smaller portions,
Yeah.
especially at those,
Yeah.
big holiday buffets where everything looks so
Smaller portions at a buffet. That's a tough one. But I can see how it would help prevent that,
Yeah.
that overstuffed, slubbish feeling afterwards.
Yep.
They have any other strategies for staying on track amidst, all those delicious temptations?
You bet. They recommend alternating alcoholic drinks with water. Not only does this help with hydration,
Yeah.
but it also helps you pace yourself and prevents overconsumption.
It's so simple. I'm definitely adding that to my, holiday survival toolkit. But sometimes it's not just the food itself that's stressful. It's the pressure for cooking those, big, elaborate holiday meals.
Oh, yeah. They address that, too. Nutrunity UK actually suggests thinking outside the traditional holiday cooking marathon. They encourage exploring alternative options like dining out or catering.
Ooh, dining out for the holidays. I love that idea. No cooking, no cleaning, just relaxing and enjoying a, delicious meal with loved ones. Plus, imagine all the time and energy you'd save.
Exactly. And they point out that catering doesn't have to be super expensive or fancy. You can order a full meal or just a few key dishes to lighten your load.
I'm picturing myself ordering a delicious roasted turkey and all the fixings from my favorite local restaurant, and then just adding a few of my signature side dishes. Best of both worlds. You listening? Imagine the holidays without that kitchen chaos. What would you do with all that extra time and energy?
I know, right? I'm already feeling less stressed just thinking about it. But beyond those, practical tips. Nutrunity UK also emphasizes something that's often overlooked during the holiday rush. Self-care.
Self-care. Yeah. It's so easy to let that slide when you're caught up in the whirlwind of shopping and cooking and socializing.
Right. They actually argue that self-care is even more important. During the holidays, they have some surprisingly simple yet effective tips sticking to a regular sleep schedule. Even when your days are packed, taking a few minutes each day to unplug from technology and reconnect with yourself. And guess what? They even include a simple breathing exercise that we can try right now.
Okay, I'm always up for a good breathing exercise. Let's do it.
All right. Here's what they suggest. Find a comfortable seated position with your feet flat on the floor and your hands resting in your lap. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. And now, inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for 4, exhale through your nose for 4. Repeat this for a few minutes, focusing on the rhythm of your breath.
Wow. I already feel a little calmer. It's amazing how just a few minutes of just breathing can shift your whole energy.
It is. They suggest trying this breathing exercise whenever you feel that, holiday stress creeping in. It's a quick and easy way to bring yourself back to the present moment and find a sense of calm amidst the chaos.
You listening, imagine using this technique when you're feeling overwhelmed by those holiday to-dos. It's like a little pocket of peace you can access anytime, anywhere. But it's not just about managing stress. Nutrunity UK also reminds us of the importance of maintaining those healthy habits we've worked so hard to build, throughout the year.
Right. It's so easy to let those healthy habits slide during the holidays, but they make a good point. Staying active and making mindful food choices can actually make a huge difference in how we feel throughout the season.
Yeah. I'm all about finding ways to sneak in some movement. They suggest family walks, quick at-home workouts, even just dancing while decorating.
Right. It doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Even short bursts of activity can boost your mood and help you manage stress. And when it comes to food, they
encourage a balanced approach. Enjoy those holiday treats, but also make sure you're fueling your body with nutritious options like fruits and veggies and lean protein.
So it's not about deprivation. It's about finding that sweet spot between indulging in those holiday favorites and nourishing your body with healthy foods. You listening. What small steps can you take to maintain your well-being throughout the season?
It's interesting how much our mindset shapes our experience. Even during the holidays, we get so caught up in the shoulds. We should buy the perfect gifts. We should cook a feast. We should attend every event.
It's like we're on autopilot, just following this script that's been passed down for generations without stopping to question if it actually aligns with
how we truly value.
Exactly, and that's what I appreciate about this Nutrunity UK guide. They encourage us to, pause. reflect,
Right.
and rewrite that script. They remind us that we have the power to choose how we experience the holidays.
Mm. It's like giving ourselves permission to create a holiday season that feels authentic and joyful instead of just going through the motions out of obligation. One of the areas where they really challenge the traditional holiday script is gift giving.
Yeah, they have this really bold suggestion that might sound radical at first. They recommend considering a kids-only gift exchange for adult gatherings.
Well, no adult gifts at all. It's a pretty big departure from the usual holiday gift frenzy. I imagine some people might be resistant to that idea.
It's definitely
Sure.
a shift in mindset. But think about the potential benefits. No more scrambling for last-minute gifts. No more financial stress, and no more awkward exchanges of gifts that miss the mark.
I can already feel the pressure lifting just thinking about it, and it really simplifies things. It allows the focus to shift back to the kids and
the joy of the season.
Exactly. It becomes more about shared experiences and creating, meaningful memories together rather than accumulating more stuff.
You listening, would you be open to suggesting this to your family and friends this year? It could be the start of a whole new holiday tradition, one that prioritizes connection over consumption.
And speaking of shifting priorities, let's circle back to those holiday meals. Nutrunity UK has some really insightful suggestions for taking the stress out of meal planning.
Because, let's be real, sometimes the pressure of cooking that perfect holiday feast can suck all the joy out of the occasion. What do they recommend?
Well, they have a few different approaches depending on your budget or preferences. One option they suggest is hiring a private chef. A private chef? That sounds incredibly luxurious, but also maybe a little out of reach for most people. Is that really a practical option for a stress-free holiday?
Yeah, it might seem extravagant, but they actually point out that private chefs can be surprisingly affordable, especially when you consider the time and energy and potential stress they save you, and they don't necessarily have to handle the entire meal. They can focus on the main courses, for example, while you handle the sides or desserts.
I can definitely see the appeal. No grocery shopping, no hours spent slaving away in the kitchen. Just a delicious, customized meal prepared by a culinary pro.
It's like having your own personal restaurant experience in the comfort of your own home. Plus, no dishes to wash.
Now, that's a FI holiday gift I would gladly accept. But if a private chef isn't in the cards, they also remind us that catering is always a great option, whether it's a pyramid, a full-fledged meal, or just a few key dishes. Catering can take a huge weight off your shoulders. It's all about finding those little tweaks that can make a big difference in your, overall stress level. And speaking of tweaks, let's revisit the idea of maintaining healthy habits during the holidays. It's so easy to let those good intentions slide when faced with, endless temptations.
Yeah, I know. I tend to fall into the all or nothing trap during the holidays. I either go completely overboard or try to be perfectly good, which usually ends up backfiring.
Nutrunity UK actually addresses that very mindset. They emphasize the importance of finding balance, not perfection. They remind us that movement and mindful eating don't have to be all-consuming endeavors. It's about finding, small, sustainable ways to incorporate those healthy habits into your holiday routine.
I love how they frame it as a gentle approach, not a strict set of rules. Makes it feel so much more exactly. They suggest things like taking family walks after meals, incorporating quick bursts of movement throughout the day, even just dancing to your favorite holiday tunes while decorating counts.
And being mindful of your food choices without depriving yourself of those special holiday treats.
I can definitely get on board with that. It's about listening to your body, honoring your cravings, but also being mindful of how those choices make you feel.
Right. They really encourage us to think about how we want to feel throughout the holidays, energized, balanced, present, and then make choices that, support that vision.
It's such a powerful shift in perspective. Instead of focusing on restrictions and deprivation, it's about making choices that align with our, overall well-being. It's about creating a holiday experience that feels good on all levels.
They also offer some brilliant insights for fostering those deeper connections with loved ones, which, let's be honest, is what the holidays are truly all about.
Okay, I'm all ears. What's their secret for creating those? Magical moments of connection. Well, they propose something. Pretty radical. And I have to admit, I was initially a bit hesitant. They suggest designating, specific times during holiday gatherings to completely unplug from all electronic devices.
Oh, that's a bold move. I can already imagine the groans from the teenagers and maybe even some adults. But yeah, I get it. It's so easy to get sucked to our screens, even when we're surrounded by, people we love.
We think we're just,
Yeah.
quickly checking a notification or scrolling through social media. But those little distractions can really fragment our attention and prevent us from being fully present in the moment.
Yeah, it's like we're physically there, but mentally we're somewhere else entirely.
Exactly. And those moments of genuine connection, those heart-to-heart conversations, the shared laughter, the impromptu games, those are the moments that create, lasting memories. But they require our presence, our undivided attention.
I'm picturing a holiday gathering where everyone's gathered on the table, not staring at their phones, but actually talking, laughing, sharing stories. It sounds almost idyllic.
It might feel a little awkward at first, especially for those of us who are used to having our phones constantly within reach. But think about the peaceness, potential rewards, deeper conversations, more genuine connections, and a renewed appreciation for the simple act of being present with the people we care about.
It's like a digital detox for the soul. You listening. Would you be willing to experiment with it? In a tech-free zone during your holiday gatherings this year? It could be a game changer for creating those truly meaningful moments of connection.
And you know what? This idea of unplugging and being present, it actually ties in beautifully with another key theme from the Nutrunity UK guide, the importance of letting go of expectation.
Wow, that's such a crucial one. I think so much of our holiday stress comes from trying to create this picture-perfect experience that lives up to some idealized version of the holidays we have in our heads.
Exactly. We put so much pressure on ourselves to buy the perfect gifts, cook the perfect meal, host the perfect party, and when things inevitably don't go according to plan, we feel, disappointed, stressed, and even resentful.
It's like we're setting ourselves up for failure before the holidays even begin.
Nutrunity UK reminds us that it's okay to let go of those unrealistic expectations. It's okay if the turkey's a little dry or if the gifts aren't perfectly wrapped. What matters most are those, genuine moments of connection, the laughter, the shared experiences.
Yeah, it's about embracing the imperfections, the spontaneity, the realness.
And that applies to hosting as well. They even suggest letting go of the idea that you, as the host, have to do everything yourself. Encourage guests to pitch in, to bring a dish, to help with the cleanup.
Oh, I love that. It not only takes some of the pressure off the host, but it also fosters a sense of collaboration and shared responsibility. It creates opportunities for
bonding. Exactly. It's a reminder that the holidays are best enjoyed as a collective effort, a time for togetherness and shared joy.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive into stress-free holidays, what's your biggest takeaway? What's that one nugget of wisdom that you'll carry with you into this holiday season?
For me, it's the power of intention. The holidays don't have to be a whirlwind of stress and obligation. We can choose to create a holiday experience that feels authentic and joyful by being mindful of our choices, setting healthy boundaries, prioritizing self-care, and letting go of unrealistic expectations.
Beautifully said. Yeah, it's about shifting our focus from doing to being, from striving for perfection to embracing the present moment, from accumulating more stuff to creating meaningful memories with the people we love.
And remember, it's never too late to start rewriting your holiday script.
So true. This holiday season, let's challenge ourselves to slow down, be present, savor the simple joys, and create a holiday experience that truly reflects what matters most to us.
This is that.
Cheers. Wishing you all a and happy, healthy, and truly stress-free holiday season. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time.